Two priests, Father John and Father Samuel, are having lunch together. John sighs and says, "I think someone from my congregation stole my bike. I've looked everywhere and can't find it. What should I do?" Samuel thinks for a moment and replies, "This Sunday have everyone recite the 10 Commandments aloud during your sermon. When you reach 'Thou shalt not steal,' the guilty one might feel remorse and return your bike." John nods. Good idea. A week later, the two priests meet again for lunch. John beams, "Good news, I got my bike back." Samuel smiles. "See? I told you reading the commandments would work." John shakes his head and says, "Well, not exactly. We got to 'Thou shalt not commit adultery,' and that's when I remembered where I left it." Two women were playing golf when one of them teed off and watched in horror as her ball flew straight toward a group of men playing the next hole. The ball struck one of the men squarely in the groin. He immediately dropped to the ground, clutching himself and rolling in agony. Panicked, the woman ran over and said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Please let me help. I'm a physical therapist and I know I can ease the pain if you'll let me." Through gritted teeth, the man groaned, No, I'll be fine. Just need to get to a hospital." But he stayed doubled over, clearly suffering. Finally, at her insistence, he agreed to let her help. She gently moved his hands aside, loosened his waistband, and began to massage the area with professional care and precision. After several minutes, she asked softly, "There, how does that feel?" He took a deep breath, sighed in relief, and said, "That feels wonderful, but I still think my thumb's broken." Clark Kent lay weakly on his deathbed, Lois sitting close beside him, holding his hand. After a long silence, Lois took a deep breath and said softly, "Darling, there's something I have to confess. Years ago I had an affair with Superman. It was only one night, but I've regretted it ever since. I just hope you can forgive me." Clark smiled faintly and said, "Lois, you don't have to worry about that." He slowly removed his glasses and added, "Because I am Superman. Even if you didn't know it was me, you were always faithful in my eyes." Lois gasped in relief. "Oh, thank God. You have no idea what a weight that takes off my shoulders." Clark smiled again. "I'm glad we cleared that up." Lois hesitated, then said, "So, I guess that means you're Batman too?" The teacher asked the class, "If you had one wish, what would it be?" The students began giving heartfelt answers. World peace, ending poverty, making my mom happy. Then little Johnny raised his hand and said, "I wish I was a billionaire like my dad." The teacher smiled, impressed. "Wow, Johnny, your dad's a billionaire?" Johnny shook his head and replied, "Nope, but he wishes he was."